5. I said, well, there's no future.
You brought up an interesting concept about the mobility of growing if you're willing to move around. Just from your own experience, how many times when we have people, is there an interest to maybe move somewhere else, to move up, or would you say the majority of people, home is home?
I think the majority of people, home is home.
Okay.
When you may find that want to move scenario, I guess is when they get older. Their kids are already at a stage where they don't need to be homebound, or they're not locked into a certain high school or middle school or whatever. That's when those individuals will want to move on somewhere else,
Okay.
For a different opportunity. But if you have a family with younger kids, they're not going to want to move. They want to stay home.
Right.
Close to home.
So I'll conclude with this question because it's happened quite a bit. I think of Jose Zuniga, Emilio, a lot of the people that have come up with us for decades finally decided to leave and go and start their own business, right? And so we want to promote people's abilities and their entrepreneurial spirit, but it's challenging when we lose those senior people to go off on their own, and a lot of times they're great craftsmen and they're great installers, but they're not really business people.
Correct.
Right? So how do we allow them to sort of fulfill that entrepreneurial goal internally instead of having to leave and do it externally?
One of the key components, and every individual you spoke about left because of management. Okay, so our management team didn't do the right thing to keep those people.
Yeah.
Understand? So I know them all personally. I've known them for many years, and they've spoken to me on the personal side.
Yeah.
And I know why they left. And I think if I would have had the opportunity, or even at that management level, I think I would have stopped it, because I knew the problems. I knew the situation.
Yeah.
It wasn't them. It was our fault, management. We didn't do the right thing to keep those people.
Okay.
Okay.
That's powerful.
So that's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, so just to summarize, because I know you guys are busy. I mean, to me, I think one of the things I heard from you is that, like, this company does offer a good benefits package, right? Which is tough for smaller companies to do. So that's something that sets us apart. We need to promote that. The salary, I think smaller companies can meet that and rival that, especially when they have the demand, right? So that's not really something we're going to win at by paying people more, because it just makes us less competitive. So it's those intangible things. We've done it. We've talked about everything from, like, making a branch, sponsoring a branch soccer team, so the guys want to be part of that team every year. They don't want to leave and go do something else, and then I think the other part is, that we sort of lose sight of is family, right? I mean, everybody's got an obligation and everybody's got issues with their personal lives, and how can we support that better than anybody else could? It's challenging because sometimes we need to work on a Saturday. Sometimes, I mean, weather gets in the way, but we need to be respectful of those things.
Well, we do, and what I did since in our slow down period, most of our guys, I had to send them to Atlanta. They all had to work. They all have family here. They all have problems. I went out of my way, probably a little too much, but I felt responsible for each and every one of those individuals that I separated from their family. So each one, and that you can call on any one of them, they can tell you, I treat them like family. I said, give them your family my card. This is my number. No matter what, no matter how small, no matter how, call me, because I know you're away, and I can help. I'm here. I can do what's within my reach.
That's great.
No matter what it is. I mean, there's some of these guys' wives that don't drive. If I got to go there to go take the wife to the house, I'll do that. Right? Because I'm here. I feel responsible for these guys. The same way they give me back the respect. That's how I show my respect to them.
Yeah.
Right? It's take care of them. It's all, like you said, it's family. We're all family. If you don't take care of each other, nothing happens.
Right.
Nothing happens. And for the new guys, we show them that. You know, I've told them the same thing. Here's my number. Give this number to your family. Whatever problem is, you come and find me.
Yeah.
We'll try to figure out something, right, to help you guys out. I take them out to lunch every so often, you know, as a group. Now, I don't leave anybody out. Everybody goes. I don't care if you just started yesterday. He comes along with us.
Yeah.
Right? It's that. You know, it's just little things like that that
Mm-hmm.
you know, get their mind. Okay, this guy or this company does care for me. You know, this is so they give you that extra oomph, you know, in their step every day because they know you're gonna watch out for them. They know you're gonna take care of them, and that's the key. If we don't take care of these guys, nothing happens.
Well, what Marco said earlier about, you know, I heard about Willie was a good guy, so I was considering coming back. You know, I mean, again, it's back to the people you work with. And I appreciate what you said earlier about the people that left and went on their own. I mean, that management does play a role in this.
Absolutely.
It's not just the people in the field.
Absolutely.
It's the whole
It's the whole
organization.
organization.
And I think it always comes back to me to respect, right? Because if you truly want to promote that family idea, and you know, it's the respect is the core of that.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the respect.
Yeah,
That's correct.
Because honestly, I won't come back to work for Tim if he was here.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, we never had a good relationship. I mean, he never did nothing wrong to me, but it's the, I don't know, maybe the idea, maybe the way they treat people, maybe he didn't mean to, but you know, just
Yeah.
the way that you talk to persons, you know.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that, and you're right. For some people, it's not intentional, but it's just sort of the way they are. You know,
they carry themselves.
yeah,
basically.
and I deal with business owners all the time, and it's like, well, you work for me,
Right.
and my concept is always, you work with me,
That's right.
right? Like we're in the trenches together, because if you don't succeed, I don't succeed, right?
Absolutely.
And it's different when you know you're always trying to look down instead of looking at a partner. You know, so it's very telling. But guys, absolutely 100% appreciate what you did today. This is going to be huge. I mean, we literally started our discussions last week, and so this is a great way to accelerate what we're doing. So
Okay. Any questions?
thank you.
Free call.
I'll be back. You may get flown to California to come.
Oh,
meet with us.
Lord, here we go.
Oh, you gotta read my face.